Okay, next thing I want you to do is create a scenario named 510 using the number of attendees, meal cost per person, ticket price per person, and ballroom rental variables as a change in sales. Enter these values for the scenario, and there's the values. So we're going to come over to here. We're going to go to data, go to what if analysis, go to scenario manager. We want to add a new one in. We're going to name this one 510. The number of attendees, then ticket price, then meal cost, then ticket price per person, and then finally ballroom rental. So here it has the different values that we can place in. They want to put in 500. We want the cost of the meal to be $15.95. The ticket price to be $75, and ballroom costs there. So that's 510. Now we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to name this one 410. Use the same values to change. Here we'll do 400, 17.95, 85, and we'll leave the cost as $12.50. And we'll add another one. We're going to do 300, a 10. Here we'll change this to 300. Make this $19.95. Change this to 90. And then change this to $11,995. And then one more, 200 attend. We'll put 200 here. $22.95 for the value there. 95 and 11,995 here. Now we want to do summary results. The summary results, what we need is we need to select C20, hold the control key down, select this one, hold the control key and select the balance cell. That's what we want to do. And then click OK. And our scenario summary is there. So here's the scenario summary report. Go back to the budget page, and now we want to do load the solver add-in if it's not already loaded, and you can Google how to do that. Click on the budget worksheet and set the objective to calculate the highest balance possible. So what we want to do here is we want to make this value as large as possible. So in the data ribbon, we click solver. We're going to set objective. This will be this cell right here. We want it to be max. We want to do this by changing B4, number of attendees, and also B9, the ticket price per person. Hold the control key down and click that one. Now we're going to add several constraints to here. Now we want to add some constraints here. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to make sure this cell reference right here is going to be less than or equal to this maximum value here. So I'll go ahead and click on those two cells. So notice how it puts the constraint here for it. The next constraint is we want so set the constraints for the ticket price per person in the input section meets the requirements set in the range A14 to B15. So here we want the range to be within here. All right. So we're going to add another constraint. I changed the objective. So I'm going to add another constraint in here. I want this ticket price right here to be greater than or equal to this $50 price right here. And then I want this same cell right here to be less than or equal to the maximum ticket price here. So click in constraint, click on there, click OK. Next, it wants the number of attendees should be an integer, because you can't have half of a person show up. So we want this cell reference right here to be an integer. Okay, then they want you to set a constraint that ensures the valet parking expense is less than or equal to the product of the number of parking stalls and the valet price per vehicle. So we're going to add in another one. We want this valet parking to be less than or equal to this value times the maximum parking stalls. We'll click OK. So here's all our constraints for everything, and then we'll click Solve. We want to restore the original values. We want the answer. And we'll click OK. So notice it makes an annual report here that shows the different values for that. So now we'll go ahead and save the file and upload it.